What's going on, guys? Welcome back to One MMA. Today we're doing a different type of video. I want to go over Jan Błachowicz and his last few years in the UFC. I think he's been robbed countless times. I want to talk about it. Alright, so I'm going to be going over Jan Błachowicz's last few years in the UFC. Man, we'll start when he became the champion back in 2020. Obviously, he started the UFC in a bit of like what is he, like 1-3 in the UFC when he first started in the UFC. I'm going to start back up here when he became the champion against Dominic Reyes. I believe Dominic Reyes, this was his second shot at the title. It's crazy that he got another shot at the title when he had the John Jones fight the same year. What happened to John Jones? But then he went out to defend it against Israel Adesanya. Probably the best defense and title fight of his career. Let's be real. Adesanya, one of the greatest middleweights of all time, was coming up to try to get that belt. Was a bit too small though for light heavyweight in my opinion. He had the height, but I think he's just overall frame, and maybe body mass was just not enough. I think Jan Błachowicz held him down a lot. Look at number one ranking there, obviously from being a middleweight. Dominic Reyes and Israel Adesanya, like, you think this guy's like going to be a future GOAT. I think Jan Błachowicz is going to be a future GOAT. Then he goes on to fight Glover Teixeira, and then he loses by rear naked choke in the second round. Glover Teixeira becomes the oldest champion in UFC history, or one of the oldest champions in UFC history at 42 to become a champion at light heavyweight. Then he goes on to win against Alexander Rakic. Rakic did hurt his leg. Obviously, that's not good. That's not great, but you know, it's a win. A win's a win. Then he goes to a draw with Magomed Ankalaev. How did they score that stupid fight a draw? Ankalaev couldn't stand on his feet. Jan Błachowicz was hurting him that badly during that fight. It's actually ridiculous. But was this like the start of trying to ruin? It was the start of trying to ruin Jan Błachowicz's UFC career, or just MMA career in general. This shit pisses me off. That's why I want to make a whole video on it, because Jan Błachowicz is goated. One of my favourite fighters, probably in the top like 20 favourite fighters of all time. Yeah, the Magomed Ankalaev fight should not have been a draw. It was a clear win for Jan Błachowicz. Obviously, Magomed Ankalaev at the time was 18-1. The one being to Paul Craig, who got him in a submission in the last few seconds, like last second of the fight, maybe. I think it was last second of the fight. But yeah, that's enough talking about the Magomed fight. Let's move over to Alex Pereira. Again, another middleweight coming up to light heavyweight. Obviously, Alex Pereira's a proven light heavyweight. He's a proven heavyweight fighting Zero Garden in June. But yeah, he came up, Alex Pereira's first fight at light heavyweight. Wins it, but like it's such a close fight. Instead of being a draw, Pereira just gets the nod and the win. Forgot this fight was on the Poirier Gaethje 2 card. That was up in higher altitudes, right? Maybe in Utah. It must have been a very tough fight for them, both of them. Went to decision, a split decision. Man, you could literally argue all these last few fights of his, he could have won. Again, a second cancelled fight with Alexander Rakic. Why would he fight him again? Oh, leg injury, right? It wasn't like a fair stoppage win, I guess. Then we're going to move on to last year's UFC London card, which saw him fight Carl Solberg, who's now fighting for the title against Yuri Prochazka. And again, he was robbed. It was pure robbery. Jan Błachowicz won the fight 2-1, 29-28 decision, and just got completely robbed. I think he outstruck Solberg for 3 rounds too. It winds me up, bro. This video ain't going to be that long. I just wanted to yap about this because it just pissed me off so much. The judges went again, oh, we'll just give it to the guy. Give it to the guy. Jan Błachowicz is old. Jan Błachowicz is like, what, 41, 42? I know he's an older mixed martial artist, but he's still got it clearly against all these guys he's fought in the last couple of years. Back in the last year, UCT 23, he got robbed against Bogdan Guskov, knocks him down last round. I know Bogdan Guskov was looking good in the fight, got a knockdown of his own, maybe. And like the only thing that kept the thing apart was a submission attempt from Jan Błachowicz, which I think should have given him the fight. Like, I don't know how you give that fight a draw. It's so stupid. I think he outstruck Bogdan Guskov as well. Now, it actually winds me up so badly. And now he's scheduled to fight Bogdan Guskov for a second time. They want Jan Błachowicz slimed out. They want him to retire. Fuck the UFC for doing that to him, man. It actually just sucks. Like, why would you do it to him? And before he got to the title too, he was on a big win streak. Not like a big win streak, but obviously starts his UFC career off poorly here with some of these losses, but gets in the UFC at 17-3, gets to 18-3, loses to Jimmy Manuwa. Not a bad loss at all. Jimmy Manuwa, big up UK fighter, retired when Rakic kicked his head off. Corey Overtime Anderson, not a bad loss at all either. He went to get that back too. Igor Pokrajic, I don't know who that is, my bad. Won against him, probably should have done that. Gustafsson, again, not a bad loss. One of the greatest light heavyweights of all time. Patrick Cummins, bit of an iffy loss, but you know, he's whatever. At this point, he's what? 2-3 in the UFC, 2-4 in the UFC. Woof. Nowadays you get cut for that record. Then goes on a 4-fight win streak against names like Cannonier when he's up weight classes, Krylov, Manuwa again, Devin Clark. Like, these are good names. Then loses to Thiago Santos. Again, not a bad loss. He fought John Jones for the title. Then goes on a 5-fight win streak here to get the belt actually and defend it once. Luke Rockhold, nasty knockout. Jacare Souza, decision split. Fair enough. Corey Anderson gets revenge, fights Dominic Reyes for the belt and knocks him out. You think this guy's going to be a legend? Defense against Israel Adesanya, one of the greatest middleweights of all time. Loses to Glover Teixeira. Fair enough, Glover Teixeira's good. Wins against Rakic, then proceeded to get robbed. And now he's fighting the same guy again, who he actually beat in the last fight out. If you don't agree with me, fair enough, but man, actually reminds me so much how badly the UFC have done Jan Błachowicz in his last few fights. He's a goated fighter, man. Give him the wins. I think he should definitely have got the Guskov win, the Karl Zolberg win, and the Ankalaev win. I kind of didn't want him to get the Pro win, because now look what the Pro's done at light heavyweight. Got the belt, defended it multiple times. Got the belt back. He's 2-time undisputed light heavyweight champion, as well as a 1-time undisputed middleweight champion. Going up to get the heavyweight belt now. That's history. That's fair enough. That's fine. The rest of these fights, man, fuck off. Robbing them all the time. Anyway, that's going to do it for my video on Jan Błachowicz. I just wanted to yap about this. I've been saying I was going to do a video like this for a little bit now. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to rant anymore, then I'll do it in a future video. But my MMA knowledge isn't amazing. I just wanted to yap about this because I know a little bit about Jan Błachowicz, I guess. He'll probably be retiring soon, which just absolutely sucks. But at least he was the champion. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.